Now, in the past, I've done different sort of marathons with specific male lead actors. I saw a trailer for, I think it's Fast 5, or The Fast and the Furious 5. So it made me think about, man, Vin Diesel. I've always enjoyed most of his movies. And seeing Vin Diesel versus The Rock that we're going to see in the fifth Fast and the Furious movie made me kind of go, I think maybe he's kind of worthy of a marathon. So, you're gonna get this party started. Now I'm not going. I actually pull up his filmography. I will not do multifacial. I've seen it's not bad, but most people haven't seen it. I also want to do Saving Private Ryan because almost everyone's seen that. The Iron Giant. I'm gonna stay away from movies where he's the animated voice. So that brings me down to the first one, the one that most people remember him from, Pitch Black. I'll be honest. When I first saw this movie, I thought it kind of had the whole like, okay, we have aliens in space that only see at night. Okay, so so you have a black planet, so we don't talk about having really well designed aliens, and it's your typical okay, we got a crew of a bunch of random people, so they're gonna be picked off one by aliens. Okay, but that's a pretty bland premise. In actuality, aliens, a ship crash landing on a planet with bizarre alien inhabitants and bizarre atmospheric and environmental changes. That has been done a lot. What made this movie different was Vin Diesel's character of Riddick. The first thing he takes off his glasses and you see the weird, almost kind of like pearlized, purplish blue eyes. And in fact, this dude is absolutely jacked, and essentially he's a serial killer. Think of the lesser of two evils. You have the serial killer and the people who are kind of trying to keep him under wraps, and then you have these non-stopping, killing aliens. Essentially, you get to see almost like what Predator versus Alien should have been. You get to see, an alpha predator, in this case Vin Diesel's character Riddick, taking on a planet full of aliens. And it's good. Why? Because Vin Diesel is a great action star. He has the fun. He has what most people feel like an '80s build. He's this big, muscular guy who's going out and fighting aliens, and he's fighting them with everything he's got. Sometimes barehanded, sometimes with knives, weapons. Doesn't matter. He's the person who's going to help you survive this night of these really, actually intricate-looking aliens, which is weird. And the sad thing is that's the whole premise. The premise is a very simple, sci-fi original movie sort of thing, where it's, ship, convicts, crash lands, aliens, people picked up one by one, and then who's being the main driving force? The worst, most vile villain on that ship. And it's a movie that if you watch it now, it seems a little bit kind of on the dated side. And Chronicles of Riddick did kind of poison the Riddick character a little bit. But it was just great to see more of kind of like a pushback to that old school, big ripped guy beating the crap out of everything. And being like, you know what? I'm probably one of the worst predators of the human race. Period. We're taking on creatures that are designed specifically for hunting. I'm your best bet in this. I can get you through this. Just don't get in my way. And that's what it is. It's a good old-fashioned sci-fi, a little bit of sci-fi thrill, a little bit of horror, but primarily straight-up action. And that's where we're going to kick off my Vin Diesel-athon, my first marathon of the year 2011, with Pitch Black. Of course, after Pitch Black, that's when we had The Fast and the Furious, as well as Triple X. I will be reviewing those guys, but I also cannot leave out Boiler Room. And I'm also going to throw in A Man Apart. Might I do Babylon AD? Man, I don't know. I'll also throw in Chronicles of Riddick. So, if you're a remote fan of Vin Diesel, you've probably already seen Pitch Black. If you liked him in The Fast and the Furious, you might want to see him with a little bit more of a harder edge, and a little bit more, kind of more of a bad guy vibe to him, and see him really whoop the crap out of some aliens, and that is Pitch Black.